Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising Evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. As you can see, we've already started here. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And here's Barcola. Now it's Messi. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Hakimi with the clearance. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, smashing header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
The ball's gone astray. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nicely intercepted. And here's Yamal. Plays it in low. That's going to go a long way. And they've got rid. They get a throw in. Barcola going face to face with his great rival. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez. Griezmann. And here's Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
El Shaarawy. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. This for the lead. Doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
So we have the first and the finish, and again, no mistake, and again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Can he stop it going out? Plays the ball back. And it's Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Rashford. Back when it goes. And Messi! Decent enough try. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make...
He's having a go! Havertz. Well, that's well spotted. Barcola. Barcola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has not gone well. Oh, that's delightful. And that has left him in a heap. Yamal in acres of space out wide. He's onside. Tries a shot. They've done it. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
And here's the chance to counter.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Griezmann. Now it's Neymar. It's Camavinga. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Neymar. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Barcelona have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. And we are back on the way. Out towards the flank. Played back in. It's a good spell of possession, this. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That is good alertness. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's burst through. He could be in here. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to...
Barcola! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Barcola might just make this. Tedri.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. And Messi! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Well read, nice interception. And it's Rashford. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Now there's a fine ball. Barcola! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, a double substitution here, both defenders.
Yeah, it's a reshuffle at the back, Peter.
He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style. They have come roaring back.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And here's Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
No way through. Rashford is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that.
Shapes to shoot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
El Shaarawy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's El Shaarawy. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Played with finesse. Played into space out wide.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
It's a lovely, neat pass. He has found the way through. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Hernandez. Camavinga.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
El Shaarawy. Pass is just off target. Now he's off and running. And it's El Shaarawy. Had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
El Shaarawy is offering a wry smile there.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Yamal. Now it's to Paul. No. And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Just eases him off the ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. And no, that was never going to make it. Pass is just off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's El-Shaarawy. El-Shaarawy! Oh, it's fallen loose again! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ljungberg! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Kimmich is there and he can pick it up. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Quality ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's got away. Mbappe! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah. They say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example.
Face to face with the keeper. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. The normal, and it's Messi. It's a good spell of possession, this. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Great ball if he can get there. Great hit! Goal! Fenerbahce! And the comeback is complete. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Taken back almost at once. David Villa. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Foden. It's a mighty effort. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? El-Shaarawy.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
He's in a good position here. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely aimed pass. That has been slung wide. Robertson tries to clear. Mbappe with 2 goals already to his name. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a good run down the left-hand side. David Villa looking to get on the end of this. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, good looking ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rashford picks it up out wide. And it's Son Heung-min.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pinches it off him. Rodri, nicely spread. Robertson cuts out the pass. Bastoni makes the interception. Van Dijk with the clearance. Has a look and place it forward. And it's half-time here. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked at a step.
It's Son Heung-min!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Messi. And now they can clear their lines. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich. And that could set him on his way. Now Mbappe. Can he finish? It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try. And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Well, he's done very well to take that back. Mbappe.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Messi.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Rashford.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Fenerbahce upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Now there's a fine ball, and the finish! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So now the difference is 3.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
El Shaarawy. Bastoni clears it away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pedri. El Shaarawy. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Shapes to shoot! That's been cut out, well played. Hold time, excellent interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Stood up well to him there. Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That is ended up in no man's land. 75 minutes played. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, that's a key interception. Ljungberg. Robertson. Oh, it's come loose. For Rashford. Where? Rashford. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Spread it left. Throw it. He's dealt with that really well.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
David Villa. David Villa. David Villa! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Villa put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Now it's Rashford. Short changes him with that pass. Look at the space here. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedri. Crossed into the box. Bastoni with the clearance.
2 added minutes has been
Oh, easy
indicated.
pickings there.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Rodri.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think we have another one here who's a member of the Catalan school of total football, and the type of player that is very much their speciality. This guy, Fermin Lopez, you have to wonder what it is with them, and elite central midfielders. But he's going to be, if everything works out, that is, he's going to be up there with the best of all.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Guerrero, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well read, and the danger is averted. Up he goes! Crossed in once more. Vinicius Junior. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
He's had a shot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vinicius Junior gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Modric unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Son Heung-min. Messi. Pedri. It's a sharp pass. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Good spot, he's seen the run. And the pass is intercepted.
Kimmich. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He can run onto that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Has a goal! Goal! Barcelona! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. It's Rashford! Oh my word, that is quite something! A finish of true class! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. And as you can see, we've already started here. It's run loose here. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's El Shaarawy. Now it's Messi.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Messi, great defending, strong and determined. Somewhat off target. Oh, that's a key interception. Quality ball. Oh, they can break here. Alexander-Arnold kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you? There's the hit! Goal! Manchester United!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking for the runner. That is a great pick out. Oh, good. Can he finish? It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong...
Torres! Goal! Manchester United! And they're back in front! Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He rises! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Chouameni cuts out the pass. Pedri.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Picked out brilliant. Oh, shooting chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. And again! He will be livid with himself.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
Alexander-Arnold is there and he can pick it up. And he's intervened well there. Alexander-Arnold. Conte. And there's green grass ahead of him. Lenormand clears it away. Now it's Messi. He is through here. He won't be happy with that one. Long ball by the goalkeeper. El-Shaarawy. And the finish! Fernando Torres. Can he get it through?
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bit too much weight on the pass. What a throw in. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very... Header! Goal! And this is getting better and better. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.500.
Petri, important interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Havertz, and the pass is intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fernando Torres. Shot a goal! He has done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Manchester United oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got the shot away. Keeper always had the measure of that.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And He's cleared it out of harm's way. And they've got a throw. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. Now it's El Shaarawy. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. He can get that clear. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Shot a goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Punched away. And he's heaved it away. And back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, they can break here. That's a nicely measured pass. Barcelona could counter here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Has a look and plays it forward.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Son Heung-min. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Griezmann, and he's certainly onside here. Havertz getting this one clear. Has a shot! It's a loose ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Zanetti. Hits one! Oh, that was no routine save.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Heads it! Now, who's going to be first to this? And they've got rid. Zanetti. Rodri gets a foot in here. And it's El-Shaarawy. And the pass is intercepted. Pedri. Rodri. Oh, not quite. Now it's Griezmann. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Griezmann is wide and looking to get onto this. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. That has been slung wide. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That was good alertness. Messi is flagged offside. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Cleared away. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now that's a lovely exchange. Shot could be... And Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Well, that pass isn't the best. That's a throw. Now it's Rashford. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. David Villa, and he's gone backward here. Havertz. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. That has not gone well. That's a decent clearance. El-Shaarawy. Hakimi.
There will be 1 minute
Messi.
time.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well read, nice interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lenormand.
Messi really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
And he's there to belt it away. David Villa.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Griezmann. No way through, so back it comes. Barcelona still this single goal behind. He's had a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Substitution.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Attendance for this match was 29,830.
Rashford is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Has a goal! Sticks it away! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ball is over the line. Rodri. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a good spell of... He's having a hit!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for options for movement. Havertz spots it and intercepts. Where? Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, super find. Fernando Torres. Somewhat off target. Bellingham. Now then, the ball's come loose.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Hakimi.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that will be the final act. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. We have already started here. That is good alertness. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Adams. Now it's Neymar. Lenormand gets across to intercept that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Good read, needed to be. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Beckenbauer.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he's there to get it away. Nicked it back promptly. Rodri producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Drogba touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Drogba really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. 1-0. Never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Quick look, then plays it in. And that's been well dealt with. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, super find.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Cafu. And it's Neymar. And that could set him on his way.
Pretty robust defending.
Drogba! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Messi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Adams attempts a clearance. And he's there to retrieve it. Chance!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And they've got rid. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. He's got away. Could go all the way here. Strong running down that left flank. Havertz tries to clear. It's a mighty effort. He's got a goal. Arsenal are level. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's Son Heung-min! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Pass is just off target. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Now, what about a counter-attack? But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Hakimi. El-Shaarawy. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well read, nice interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And Dijk deals with that comfortably. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Messi. Always onto this. Vinicius Junior! And that was very necessary. Conte. And here's Drogba. Oh, that's nice. Rashford. Distributed tidily. The most accurate pass. That's a little off target. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Oh, there's a probing ball. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. Oh, no joy this time. Cafu. Almost an hour gone. He's through here. He is through here. Aimed beyond the defence. Rashford. And he's intervened well there. Beckenbauer. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Roberto Carlos. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Messi. Oh, he's in! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Drogba showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Rashford. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And here's Rashford. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Drogba. Messi providing an outlet on... Can he finish? No mistake! Oh, I think it's been called offside. Yes, it has.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
Both
dorsal
sides
3,
then taking this chance
el
to
dorsal
turn to
2,
their benches.
El dorsal 7, el dorsal 11.
He
Messi
welcomes it in.
serán sustituidos por
Good
el dorsal
challenge,
13,
excellent
el
challenge.
dorsal 4, el
No, you
dorsal
just love
10,
the level of intensity here. Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Nacho cuts out the pass. Where? Oh, nicely intercepted. Conte. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Kubo! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Kubo has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Ended up in no man's land. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Haaland. Maradona, and he's on his way. That's a good ball out wide. That is Conte. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bastoni gets over and intercepts.
Habrá un minuto de
There'll be a
descuento.
minute of stoppage time.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And he's managed to get free. Mbappe has a goal! Cleared without hesitation. And he's had it. Haaland! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. And we're done. Decent game of football that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Somewhat off target, and he was quick to react, and he's cleared it out of harm's way. He intercepts the throw. That's well read, and no, that was never going to make it. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for the lead. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That looks a good ball through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. It's almost too easy for him, this.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's played it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mosquera gets over and intercepts. And here's Messi. Rashford. Not the most accurate pass. El Shaarawy. Aim forwards. Vinicius Junior.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Bellingham! And it's hoisted clear. Xiao. Vinicius Junior.
That was
He's
lovely.
Found the way through. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's had a shot! He has done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's picked his way through. And here's Colomwani.
Colomwani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's through here. And it's Messi. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Son Heung-min. Rashford. He's cut it out. It's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Bellingham.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and Messi! And more, and more, and more! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pedri. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Pedri. Mosquera. Van Dijk gets it clear. Now it's Pedri. Now it's Messi. Drilled, shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Italy are having a ball here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Chance here to counter. Colomboani. And here's Vinicius Junior. Pedri does really well to win the ball there.
Italy have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He's got the shot away! And he's missed it.
Italy certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Nicely aimed pass. And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile seguire l'esibizione del nostro ospite d'onore anche sul maxi schermo.
That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. And he's away. Chance to shoot. Has a goal! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's having a go! Oh, terrific save.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Messi looking to run onto it. El Shaarawy. And he gets rid in a hurry. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. And he's intervened well there.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a shade optimistic. Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
He'll try from distance. Hakimi attempts a clearance.
This is the time you need that pace.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Short changes him with that pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vinicius Junior.
È di 71.649 spettatori.
Lenormand. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi. That has not gone well. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Balls over the line, and it is a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 43, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per...
Great chance! It's in!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Has a look and has a go. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! A real chance and a real let-off.
Messi put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Palmer. And reclaimed it in a trice. Fiddles it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham. That's a little off target. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Palmer! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bellingham powering forward here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, what has happened here? Messi. Palmer. Colomboani, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Looking tidy in possession here. Bellingham. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rafael Leao, and he's in on goal. Decent hit! And result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, look, he moves and
There's the shot! They've scored! And that was as close to certain as can be.
such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for it. Colomwani! No, he's missed it. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. He's looking to set free a runner. Well read, nice interception. He's going to be disappointed with that. El Shaarawy, and the shot! They've done it! What a moment for the triple centurion for one of this team. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. But as you can see, we've already started here. And that is as far as they're going to go. Another pass. Good effort from distance. It's their first effort on goal.
Barcelona were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neymar. And he's picked out the run.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Nice control. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Back into the middle. But he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
In with the challenge. Caicedo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alonso. Bellingham. Oh, he's in! It's a mighty effort! There's a goal! There is the breakthrough! What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
He's picked his way through. Real chance! Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And claimed it back swiftly. Messi. El Shaarawy. And he's been shifted off it. Xabi Alonso did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. Keeper has taken decisive action. Madrid have reclaimed. Alonso! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And here's El Shaarawy. It's anyone's ball now. And another try!
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he welcomes it in. Xabi Alonso. Hakimi clears it away. Almost half an hour in now.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Played back in. Foden. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, well played, well sorted out. El Shaarawy. Oh, that's well spotted. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's gone for goal! There it is! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Can he get onto this? Oh, that's fabulous. It's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Bellingham. Caicedo gets across to intercept that. Camavinga. Robertson. He's in plenty of space here. Xabi Alonso proves just a little bit too... There's the whistle for half-time. Barcelona head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Madrid get the ball rolling in the second half. And he cuts out the supply. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rashford. That's very neat. Well read, nice interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Son Heung-min, and here's El Shaarawy. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Back into the middle. Rodri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's El Shaarawy, well read, and the danger is averted. Robertson. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made. Bellingham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Deftly away. Pedri for El Shaarawy, and it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Robertson. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bellingham just eases him off the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Foden. Oh, he's Foden! Oh, he's found some space here. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Rice. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that could set him on his way. Rodri. And the pass is intercepted. Rice. Over to the left. And Dijk clears it away. Neymar. It's Neymar! Just about up to 75 minutes. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Bellingham! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication. That pass has been well intercepted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Hakimi. And here's Son Heung-min. Now it's Rashford. He's tried one! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely spread. He's got away. Foden. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Rice. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Nacho. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, it's Bergkamp. Pedri. Havertz. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
That's really well manoeuvred. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. No way through. Picked out brilliantly. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, that's a key interception. Shifted upfield, Rashford, and claimed it back swiftly. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Oh, what has happened here? Fires it in low. And now they can clear their lines. Son Heung-min. Rashford. That pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Played back in. Can he put it away? Goal! Barcelona! First blood drawn. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, the goal was really well.
Real chance! Defending of the desperate variety. Kimmich. Shapes to shoot. And he gets rid in a hurry. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Tries to get it clear. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's El Shaarawy. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Barcelona have a free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And this is a great chance to get themselves back square.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Hakimi. Kimmich in acres of space out wide. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hakimi is there and he can get that clear. And he's managed to get rid. Pedri. El Shaarawy. And it's El Shaarawy. Speculative strike. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
And he's picked out the run. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar. Looking for the run.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
had it nicked away.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Tedri clears. And he's taking no chances there. Nicely weighted ball. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
That is good alertness. And he cuts out the supply. That looks a cracking ball. Neymar, and he's managed to get free. That's another chance. It's in. Barcelona are back in business. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Tedri.
2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Havertz. Rodri. Played out to the left flank. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Hakimi. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Barcelona head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 13 será reemplazado por el dorsal 8.
Barcelona get the second half started. Yamal, Rummenigge, and it's Rashford. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Kimmich. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. That has been cut short. Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Messi. Tries a shot! And that should get the job done. Chance to finish. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, Red, nice interception. Messi is fouled. And somehow it stayed out. Out to the left it goes. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
I was just lacking in accuracy. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Neymar. Hakimi carries the ball down the right.
asciende a 98.000.
Pressing's intense and it's paid off. He can run onto that. And the pass is intercepted. Van Dijk with the clearance. Rashford. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That pass has been well intercepted. Son Heung-min. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that could set him on his way. He's beaten the last man. And here comes the corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Davies just had too many bodies around him. He would have done remarkably well to score from there.
Oh, no joy this time. He's gone for goal! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Davis calmly anticipates. Kimmich. Now it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a nicely measured pass. Lenormand gets it away. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
And he's let fly! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Tchouaméni fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner
El
number
dorsal
2 then.
7, el dorsal 11, Neymar. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, el dorsal 18. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Great ball if he can get there. And he's running through. He's free. He has got space. Danger averted for now. What chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, that's a fine interception. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And here's the chance to counter. Can he latch on to this? Keeper's dealt with that.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That's a clever looking ball, and he was quick to react. 2 minutes to be added on. That has not gone well. Mbappe, skillfully cut out. And time is up. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And as you can see, we've already started here. Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. Back into the middle. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now it's Pedri. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That pass isn't the best. Distributed tidily. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Beckham. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Lenormand is there, and he can get that clear. And here's Rivaldo. It's Rivaldo! And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. And Dijk deals with that comfortably. That's cause for mild irritation. Now it's Rashford. Great ball if he can get there. Son Heung-min, Messi, Ter Stegen catches it safely. That has been cut short. And no, that was never going to make it. Pedri.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rivaldo picks it up out wide. Rivaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no... Rivaldo! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Beckham. And he gets rid in a hurry. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Hakimi. Another throw-in. Hakimi. And it's Messi. And he's intervened well there. And Dijk makes the interception. El Shaarawy. Oh, great! It's El Shaarawy! Rice.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
And he's had a hit! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Pedri. Here's Rodri. Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. So nearly the perfect ball. Now it's Son Heung-min. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, good ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's Rashford. And here's El Shaarawy. And that has been clubbed away. Hakimi. Ball's gone out of play. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. El-Shaarawy played back in, and that's a good ball. Great challenge, timed to perfection.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Rivaldo. There's the shot! He's scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Big header! Back when it goes. Rashford. Shifted it to the flank. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second... He's had a hit! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Well, nicely intercepted. He was looking wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's Messi. Now it's El-Shaarawy. And he's lost his man here. Chance! And that is wildly off target.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Son Heung-min! It's off target and by quite a way. Now that's well seen too. Aims beyond the defence. Played out to the right. And here's Beckham. Out to the left it goes. Beckham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Beckham. El-Shaarawy. Rice cuts out the pass. Beckham. Haaland. And it's Messi. Gets his pass away. Haaland. Messi. And it's Beckham. And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona are, of course... Oh, no, what has happened here? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Messi hits one! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, it climbs up big, and he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And yes, it's him again. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Rivaldo. That is a crunching tackle. It's their second corner of the game.
Messi.
And the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Vinicius Junior simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose.
Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Sané.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's played him through. He has found a way through. He's going for goal! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! He just absolutely speared that in.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
He's not got that quite right. Pinches it off him. Over to the left.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Rashford. And he's taking no chances there. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that